Hi fellow reefers, this is Eddie of Eddie's Reef Aquarium. Today's video is one of the many videos that I'm pretty sure that all of you fellow YouTubers and into the reef keeping hobby have seen. Reef-Roids by Polyp-Lab. Well, I decided I'd do my own little video on it. Well, first of all, let me show you how it comes packed. Due to the fact that it's a very thin like a talco type, it comes with this lid, like a protective lid. And if you see, it's a very fine powder. Now, that being said, that it's a very fine powder, okay, this product is made out of marine plankton, which is also coupled with a species of zooplankton. And both combined, you have the product of Polyp-Lab's Reef-Roids. Now, these Reef-Roids are used to feed corals that are all filter feeders. What do I mean by that? Well, the Goniophoros, this is an excellent food for Goniophoros, zoanths, mushrooms, all the other types of corals that involve a lot of filter feeding. When should you feed Reef-Roids? Well, in nature, by nature, the oceans produce and they go through currents the plankton at night, not during the day. Although corals, trust me, they're all feeding constantly, photosynthetic, by the sun, etc., and other corals that are more high in nutrients, they're constantly feeding. All the corals are constantly feeding. But these specific corals, the majority of them that we all keep on our reef tanks, they're photosynthetics. So these corals in nature, I stress in nature because that's when the polyps tend to extend more to receive the plankton, the food that is given to them, either in our hobby, target fed, broad fed, or in the ocean just passing by. Now, of course, Reef-Roids, you can feed them at any time. I've seen videos where they feed them in the morning, afternoon, it doesn't matter. But if you want to keep it as close as possible to nature, it's highly recommended that you should really feed any of these products during the night. When when the lights go off or when they're about to go off, if you have a controller like in these lights and other lights that it goes from morning to afternoon to evening, and you see the lights to ramp down, you will see the polyps of all these corals that they tend to start to open up the darker it gets. That's when you should actually feed them. Again, like I stressed before, it doesn't have to specifically be fed at that time. And then moving along, this product has with it crude protein. It also contains crude fat, crude fiber, moisture, and it also contains ash, which all those items that I've mentioned are very essential to the building blocks of corals. Now, the next segment that I'm going to do, the next section on this video, I'm going to take it to the tank and I'm going to show you how I feed it. What amount do I put, with what type of water do I use, and how do I target feed, and I broad feed the actual product. So hold on for 1 second. I'm going to go to the tank and I'm going to show you guys how I feed the Reef-Roids made by Polyp-Lab. Hold on. Okay, and here I am. I'm going to prepare the dose. It says that for every 25 gallons of water, you should put a 1/4 teaspoon. Well, being this a 9-gallon, I would have to do some heavy math, but really, it's not really worth it. So, what I'm going to do, just a ballpark, I'm actually going to put you can either use RO/DR water or you can use aquarium water. I'm going to go ahead and use the aquarium water. Now, before I do anything, I have to turn off all the pumps, all the filter pumps, the wave makers, everything. So I'm going to go ahead and do that first. Okay, all the pumps been turned off. Now I'm going to get some aquarium water. Okay, I say this is more than enough. Then I'm going to go ahead and put a quarter teaspoon. Go ahead and do that. Okay, now very important, what it says is that you must stir it very well so it actually mixes. Okay, let me, oops. Okay, there we are. Let's mix it. And this is what I'm going to use to apply. This actually stretches way out, like for bigger tanks. You can actually have it like, you see, like for 3 or 4 feet. Of course, being a small tank, I'm just going to go ahead and put it to the minimum. And all I'm going to do is just go ahead and apply it. Hold on. Let me get closer to the tank. Okay, here we are. Let's get this camera set up. Okay. Okay, and here we go. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to target feed certain corals. For instance, I'm going to target feed the Lobophilia. This new Reef-Roids that I got not too long ago. Another Reef-Roids, war coral, red green. Another one back here. Okay, and let's get some more. Always stirring the contents. Okay, here we are. Let's target feed the torch coral. Okay. Gonna put the Gorgonian. Okay. See what else. Okay, back here I have Fabia coral. Fed that. Frog span. Footstool. Okay, now here's what I'm going to do. Okay, once I've done this, what I'm going to do is the remaining of the Reef-Roids, I'm going to do what's called broad feeding, which is I'm just going to pour it on the top. That's it. See? The water's going to get a little cloudy. That's normal, because now it's going to go down into all the different nooks and crannies of the reef. And what I usually do is I'm going to let it rest. I'd say like another, I'd say like maybe like 10 minutes or something. And then I'm going to go ahead and turn on. But before I turn on the filter, what I'm going to turn on is just the power head. So I have a circulation of all the water and the Reef-Roids going all over the place. Like I was describing before, that plankton, you know, it goes through the currents at night, and the corals pick up the plankton. So instead of me turning on, let's say like the power head and then the filter, I'm not going to turn on the filter yet. I'm going to wait like another, let's say like 10 minutes, and I'll turn on just the power head to get the Reef-Roids circulating on all nooks and crannies of the actual tank. Then after that, like another 5 minutes or something, I'll go ahead and turn on the filter. So that's basically it. And one thing that I did want to bring up when I was talking about before in reference to the polyp extension, I don't know if you see it there. Let me try to see if I can get closer to the tank. Okay, I don't know if you can see this very well, but if you notice here, the polyp extension of the tootstool is tremendously elongated, like never before, and that's a product of not only the fuel that I put on the tank and all that, but it's definitely a product of this item of Reef-Roids. That's one of the items that I wanted to bring up. And then back there, the torch coral keeps opening more and more and more. And one final thing that I wanted to show you guys is my famous Duncan. This Duncan keeps growing and growing, and when I started with the fuel and the Reef-Roids, it's opening even more, and there's a bunch of heads. I think I'm up to about like 11 heads, to be honest with you. So that's basically it. That's one of the touch bases with all of you out there when it came to Reef-Roids by Polyp-Lab. And I hope you liked this video. If you did, well, hit the thumbs up, like, or make a comment. Or if not, just share it with your fellow YouTubers. And if you wish, you can go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And if you do, right next to it, there's a little bell. If you click on that, that'll automatically will activate the notification process. So every time I put a video, which is usually every 1 or 2 weeks, you'll be the first one to be notified that I just uploaded a video. And like I say on the end of all of my videos, happy reefing. Thank you very much for watching this video. Bye-bye.